I'm going to show you how to map oil and gas wells. First, make a map. Change the base map to whatever you want. Here's my area of interest. It's the Upper Cuyahoga River watershed. First, you want to find the water features and the watershed boundary. For that, go to the USGS National Hydrography Products National Map Downloader. Zoom into your area of interest. On the left side, click what you want, in my case, hydrography. Keep NHD Plus checked, click Search Products. Find the file you want, mine's down here at the bottom, click Download Zip File. Unzip it. I like to give it its own folder. Open Catalog, and here it is. Open the geodatabase, drag in the watersheds you want. Select the ones you need, dissolve them together. Here we go. Name the output. I'll name it Upper Cuyahoga River Watershed. Leave the defaults, click Run. Get rid of the old layer. Change the symbology. I like to get rid of the fill, and I like to give it a black outline. Actually, I think white looks better. Next, bring in the water. It's in NHD Flowline. Use definition query to get the streams you want. In my case, I want Bridge Creek and the Cuyahoga River and East Branch and West Branch of the Cuyahoga. That leaves you with this, but you want to clip it because we don't need this river going all the way up to Cleveland. So search clip. Input features are going to be your river. Clip with the watershed. Name the output. I'll name it Streams in Watershed. Click Run. Get rid of the original layer. Dissolve all these rivers into one. We want Streams in Watershed. Leave the rest default. Click Run. Get rid of the original layer. Change the symbology. I like this blue right here. Next, we can bring in our lakes. They're going to be an NHD water body. This is way too many lakes, so let's go to List by Selection. Just leave water body checked and select which lakes you want. And export those to a new layer. I'll name it Lakes and Watershed. Click OK. Again, get rid of the original layer. That leaves you with these three lakes. Change the symbology. I'll go to single symbol. I'll make it the same color as the rivers. Get a layer of city parcels. I called the auditor's office and had them email them to me. Extract them. I'll give them their own folder called city parcels. Come back to the catalog, and here they are. Drag both of those in. I like to merge those together into one layer. Select both layers. Keep the defaults. Get rid of the original layers. Change symbology. I like landmark. I like black outlines. Oops, that's not outline. This is outline. Apply. I also like to make it a little transparent. I'll go 50%. And I like the water to be on top. Now make some buffers. Actually, first I want to clip the city parcels because I see there's parcels down here that aren't in the watershed. So I'm going to go to Clip, City Parcels, Clip with the watershed. Remove the original layer. Now back to buffers. First I'm going to do the lakes. Let's say we want a 1/4 mile, 0.25 miles. Make sure you dissolve all output features, click Run. I'm going to do the same thing with streams. Make sure to change the name here. Click Run. I really just want one water buffer, so I'm going to merge those two together. Again, leave defaults, click Run. Now I'm going to dissolve the buffers together into one. So I'm going to select the buffer that I just merged, and I'm just going to name it Water Buffer. Click Run. And get rid of all the old layers. That leaves you with just one water buffer. Do the same thing with the city properties. First go to Buffer. Click City Parcels in the watershed. 0.25 miles. Make sure you're dissolving and click Run. Change the color. I'll go to Land. And I'll make it transparent. Move these layers around to make it look better. Now it's time to bring in gas and oil well data. For that, we go to the ODNR. I'm going to search ODNR Gas Oil GIS. That takes us to this site. Just click the Data tab, click Wells and Well Bores, extract that zip file, go back to Catalog, grab this point file, drag it in. Now narrow down the wells you want by selecting by location, right here. In selecting features, first do the water buffer, apply. Next, do the same thing with the other buffer, except select Add to Current Selection, apply, hit OK, and export these into a new layer. I'll just call it wells in buffer zone. Get rid of the old layer, and now you're left with just the wells in that buffer zone of a 1/4 mile from the main tributaries or a 1/4 mile of city property. The rest is just changing the symbology. I like circle 3, but that's kind of big, so I'll make that a little smaller. I also like white halos for stuff like this, so I'll make a 1-point white halo, and there you go. If you want any information about a specific well, you can make sure it's the only layer that's selectable in here. Then open the attribute table and select whatever wells you want to see and click show selected items, and there you go. Also, you can use this tool called Table to Excel. For the input table, just select the wells and click run. And if you go to your working folder, you have an Excel file with all the data for all those wells in your buffer area. Pretty cool.